Hello folks, welcome back to the Urban Rider Studio. In front of me, we have some new gloves from Merlin. These are the Merlin Calton waterproof leather motorcycle gloves. I'm told these are around £100, which is a good price, but I kind of expect that from Merlin anyway. They are available in either black or brown. They're what you'd consider a 3-season glove, definitely on the thicker side, so leaning more towards the colder months. They've got a decent amount of flexibility and obviously comfort in them. They're a longer cuff, and they're also Merlin's first CE Level 2 certified motorcycle glove. So if protection is one of your main focuses, and with motorcycle clothing it really should be, then these are going to be a good choice. With gloves, much like with boots, there are 2 levels, if you like. So level 1 for the lower rating, level 2 for the higher rating. And they take into account things like the length of the cuff, hence the fact these are a longer glove, tear resistance, seam strength, abrasion, and impact resistance as well. I'd actually like to start by talking about comfort levels with the Merlin Calton because it is a really important factor when it comes to gloves. And I'm happy to report that these are a very comfortable pair of gloves. It's an accurate size as well. These are a size large. I'm normally a size large and it fits in just the right way. There's not too much room in there, but enough to make sure I can move around on the bars unimpeded. There's less insulation on the palm, more on the back of your hand, so you've got good feel at the bars as well. And a really important thing when it comes to motorcycle gloves is how securely the liner is fixed as well, especially with gloves you'll be wearing in the winter when your hands might be wet as you're sort of getting your gear on. If it is raining, you want to make sure that you're not going to pull that liner out, or it's not harder to get your hand in the first place. And the liner on this one is high quality. It's really easy to get your hand in and out of as well. And then looking from the outside in, let's start with the outer material. So this uses a cow leather outer. It also has thicker sections on your palm and on your little finger as well, the outside of your hand, so further reinforcement there. It also has a soft brushed leather on your palm as well for increased grip with some contrasting stitching. It uses 2 Velcro fasteners around your wrist to make sure that it is secure, so you have that thinner one at the base of your hand, and this one with the Merlin logo at the bottom of the glove. It also has a visor wiper on the thumb and something on your index finger and your thumb to use a touchscreen. As I mentioned, they score highly for their safety rating. A lot of that comes down to the reinforcements and protection, which on this occasion is D3O across your knuckles. As you can see, there's also a D3O logo on there, but this obviously is going to be comfortable against the back of your hand and mean that it is less restrictive as you close your fist. You've also got some reinforcement, or some padding, I should say, across your fingers as well, across the knuckles of your middle finger and your ring finger, as well as some extra padding around your wrist. And a TPU section on your scaphoid on the base of your palm to make sure that it will slide well if you were to ever come off. In the event of a crash, you want to make sure that this doesn't grip the tarmac and that it slides instead. There are ribbed sections across the top of your fingers as well as the back of your hand to make sure it's got a little bit more flexibility and range of movement in there. When it comes to the insulation, you've got a decent amount of insulation on these. There's always a bit of a compromise or hard balance to get right in the colder months to make sure you've still got feel at the bars, but it is going to insulate your hand enough to make it worthwhile. So you have more to the back of your hand. That is 120 gram and 70 gram on the palm. And they also have a Hipora waterproof membrane on the inside, making them fully waterproof. Merlin makes some very practical motorcycle gloves. I do like their selection, specifically their leather gloves. I think they just do them really well. So these are another great option if you are looking, and having that higher safety rating obviously is a big plus. If you want to check these out for yourself, you'll find links in the description. Let us know what you think of them in the comment section, and I'll see you soon.